So
Five.
5 fights in a row. So I guess, what's it been like preparing for fights and then not being able to fight so often?
I think that's the longest camp in my life. I've been training for like more than a year. You know what I mean? Like last year, 4 fights for LFA. Scheduled 4 fights canceled. Unfortunately, uh, this last one I was like very excited because I moved to Vegas being like a year, and I was very excited. I know a lot of people was coming to watch it, but you know, God's plan. It is what it is. You keep training. You know, it's just one more, and hopefully I can get some short notice on UFC too. You know, like they know I'm ready. I'm coming from winning streak, so you know, I'm ready for anything. You know, I'm thankful. You know, and I'm blessed. Like I'm healthy. You know, I have a beautiful family, so I can't complain nothing. You know, just just trusting God's plan. You know.
Have you had any conversations with the UFC matchmakers that you would be ready on short notice? Because a couple weeks ago, Austin Vanderford wasn't in the UFC.
Yeah.
He took a fight on 5 days' notice, and now he is. Have you told Sean Shelby, Mick Maynard that you want to do that too?
Yeah, me and my manager Jason House, like we have been working on you know this possibility. Sean already know me. I already fought on Contender Series too. I did the main event for Contender Series in the 2022,
Yep.
and he knows I'm ready. You know, I text him like, hey Sean, you know, I'm ready for whatever you need, whenever you need. You know, I'm here. He knows that. So me and my man, we working, just waiting. You know, like whatever he calls me, like, are you be ready? If you one day notice, are you be there? You know, he knows that.
And Luana, I have to ask you, we haven't seen you since your fight back in August. Just how's life been? And I hear you're moving up to bantamweight.
Eles não te viram desde agosto, assim, como que você tem ido e eles escutaram que você tá movendo pro 61, tipo, como você se sente com isso?
Me sinto bem, eu quero lutar, gente. Tô pedindo luta desde novembro, eu quero muito lutar. Tô vindo de derrota, né? Primeira derrota no UFC, então quero mostrar todo o trabalho que eu tô fazendo. Tô treinando, tô me alimentando bem. E é isso, eu quero lutar o mais breve possível quando o Mickey me mandar aí. Já lutei de 61 antes de entrar no UFC, eu me sinto muito bem na categoria. Não sei ainda se vou ficar no 5-7 ou no 61. Vou me testar, vou ver o que vai ser. E é isso, a próxima vai ser de 61, mas não tá nada definido ainda.
Yeah, like I have been training, you know, like it's been a while. I'm very like active, you know. I like to stay active. I'm eating good right now, and I have been training, and you know, like I'm coming from loss, and I can't wait to step there and turn this, you know, like over. And I'm just waiting. Mick calls me. I don't know if I'm gonna stay on 135 or I'm gonna stay for 125. I wanna test myself on 135. I fought before on 135 and I feel great as well. So if I fought on 35 and I feel good, why not? You know, I'm gonna stay there, and the goal is still the same. You know, fight, stay active, and be the champion. You know?
Which weight class do you think has the easiest path to the title?
Sorry.
Which weight class, 135, 125, has the easiest path to the championship?
Qual que do 125 ou do 135 libras, qual que você acha que tem mais caminho mais fácil?
135, com certeza. Eu acho que tá mais fácil de chegar. O ranking do 5-7, desde a top 15 até a número 1, é muito forte. Não que a do 61 não seja, mas eu acho que o caminho para você chegar no cinturão no 61 com certeza é mais fácil.
Yeah, the way for the title fight, the 135 is kind of like a little bit easier. It's never easy, but it's easier than 125. The 125, like the top 15, is like it's insane. So I think the 135 is a little bit easier.
So you think you're ready to go up against Kayla Harrison and Juliana Pena and everything?
Você acha que você está pronta para ir contra a Kayla e a Juliana Penha?
Contra a Juliana, com certeza. Contra a Kayla eu preciso ganhar um pouco de massa, mas no judô a gente vai pra cima, vamos que vamos.
Against Juliana Penha is for sure. Against Kayla, I need to put some muscle more, but you'll be ready soon for her.
I'm just curious, for Luana, did you consult the UFC PI at all, and did they have any advice or opinion as far as your weight class? I know they have tests for the fighters. Did you do that?
Você treina no UFCPI e você conversa com eles muito. Eles te dão algum conselho sobre qual categoria seria melhor para você?
Quando eu cheguei há um ano atrás em Vegas, eles falaram que seria melhor eu lutar de 61, com certeza, por conta do meu off, eu sempre geralmente subo muito meu peso. E aí eles me aconselharam a subir, mas eu ainda quis me testar, desci o peso bem de 5,7 da última vez com todo o suporte que eles me deram. Então, isso é uma decisão que só eu posso tomar. Mas eles me aconselham sim, mas a decisão fica na minha mão e aí eles falaram que o que eu decidi, está decidido.
Yeah, they gave me the advice like the first time I came there, I did all the tests. They gave me the advice to go up to 135 because it's super hard for me to lose weight, even when I'm on diet. Like it's a lot of weight I have to lose. So they advised me to stay at 135, but you know like I told you, I like to test myself, and I dropped to 125. I did a great weight cut two times back to back on Australia and in Denver, and did great. So now I want to see on 135. But yeah, they advised me to stay on 135.
Okay, last question for me, for you. Speaking of training in Las Vegas, you said you've been here for about 1 year now. Can you tell us, how do you liking Vegas? From Las Vegas to, what's your training situation like, and how's that working for you? How do you like it?
You know, like when I made the decision to come to Las Vegas, it was because to get a short notice on UFC. You know, like I'm here because, like I told you, you know, Shen Shelby, like the UFC already know me, you know, and I was in Sacramento, which is not too far, but you know, when you here is the house, you know what I mean, like so. That's the reason. That's the only reason I moved here, to get a short notice in UFC. So my training is like is being in UFC PI with Luana, and we have a little group there. We training together. You know, sometimes like we go to Syndicate. You know what I mean? Like there's great guys there. You know, there's a bunch of great people here too. You know what I mean? It's a blessing. You know, like I met a lot of people here. It's super fun. I have been liking to train here.
Alan, are you at all able to go into the circumstances that led to tonight's fight being canceled?
Sorry?
Like, why was tonight's fight canceled?
My opponent last Thursday, we find out he had medical issues with his brain. I don't know, being honest, exactly what it is, but you know, they only told me it was a brain illness. He gonna have to take care of that. He won't be able to compete. They try to find a replacement, but LFA told nobody step up. Which I already know. Like when the fight falls off, was like 5 days for the fight. I say okay. It's like I keep my diet by like 1 day before weightings. I was ready to make a weight. I told Mark like, hey, if you guys need it, I'd even like go to the scale at least to make my money. You know what I mean? Like, but it is what it is. You know.
Have you talked to them about getting rebooked soon?
Yes, we are working on a possibility for April maybe. But you know, we never know. That's a lot of things. The guys have to accept the fight and everything. They already know too. LFA already know. I fight anyone, you know, anytime. So they already know about me, and we just need to find out like who's gonna be and when.
It's been since 2023. Is it at all getting frustrating?
Yeah, it's very frustrating, you know what I mean? But I think like in all my life, it was like up and down, you know. I have been dealing with this kind of situation, like I lost the count, you know what I mean? Like it's a bunch of times, so it's very frustrating. Like it's very like sometimes I wake up like I'm not motivated, but, you know, but there's nothing we can do, you know. That's your choice. Or you stay home crying, sad, or you wake up and you go training and do what you gotta do, you know. So that I always try to focus on this part, you know.
And what is it like for you two training together and having that training partner and support system like in one?
It's amazing, you know. Like since I started, I'll be honest, I never thought I can date a fighter, you know what I mean? Like especially like beautiful and UFC, you know what I mean? Like I thought it's gonna be harder, but at least was actually was a blessing, you know. Like we are very partners. Like we had really good relationship, like inside and outside. We help on each other's diet. We train together. Today, like she's one of my biggest partners training. You know what I mean? Like my weakness is not secret. Like it's grappling. I train a lot. Like I'm not too bad, but I'm good. But she's like it's her strong point. So she helps me a lot. And my strong point is striking, which is her weakness. So I help her. We help each other, and I just can see like a great future for us.
Thank you.
You might have the best teeth in all of MMA. How do you? What's the secret?
The secret, I just put some money here. That's the secret.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Obviously, you're in the contender series. I know you right now. You just want to get into the UFC, but you fought against Ferris Basher that night. He's been doing some good things. So, looking ahead, is that a guy you want to kind of get your revenge on one day, or is it not really worrying about you?
Sorry, said I.
Do you want to looking ahead? Do you want to get it back against Ferris Basher, or does that really care? You don't really care about that.
Being honest, I don't have beef or anything. I trained with him actually. After the contender, we did a lot of training. Like if one day we have to fight, we're gonna fight. You know what I mean? Like, but it's nothing like no, I have to fight him. You know, like no, it's not like that.
Obviously, your division is very stacked and across everywhere. So, is there any like a dream fight you had in your career?
Oh yeah, it's a bunch of actually. My dream fight was like against TJ, but he's already retired, so I gotta look. Maybe Sean O'Malley, I would love to fight. I know he was here too.
I was gonna say he's alright. We could try to set that up.
Yeah, no, I don't have no. I very. He's very impressive. You know what I mean? Like people talk a lot of shit. You know, but when you know fight stuff, like I was watching his fight, like he has really great like footwork. I'm very fan like his 30 fights. I'm very like fan of his game. So that's one reason. You know, I like to test myself, and one day would be great to test against. You know?
You're very impressive yourself. So what do you do to stand out amongst that stacked amount of talent in your division? What do you do to separate yourself from all those guys in the top echelon of your division?
I think like I don't know what happened, but every time I step in the octagon, like something always is a great show. You know what I mean? Like it's very blessed for me like to say that, but I had six fights on LFA, and all my 6 fights was like nominated to Awards of the Year. You know what I mean? So I don't know, like maybe that's one thing. Like I have a knockout power, which is like not too common on this division, you know. So I think few things I have is like special, like knockout power. I consider myself like smart, you know what I mean. I know the right time to go and attack, like the right time to defend myself. You know, I think these kind of things. I'm not just go there and brawl, you know what I mean. Like I like to study, like I told you, like I study a lot of like these guys, like Sean O'Malley, DJ Jurachao. I used to train like one of my best training partners is Cody Garber. Uriah Faber, I used to train with him. So Yadon Song, I used to train with him a lot. So I gotta like acknowledge from all these guys.
You trained with Cody and you said you wanted to fight a guy like TJ. So who were you and TJ and Cody fought? Who did you go for during that amazing time?
I'm always with Cody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's my brother, and I'm always gonna be rooting for him. I know one day maybe he will be back. And I always tell like he went like with so much emotion in the both fights. You know what I mean? Like, I think if there's no emotions, it should be different. But you know, we never know. You know what I mean?
So best of luck and thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your time.
Hey, thank you guys
so much.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah.